Hello and welcome to PressPlay, the show that helps you decide if a game is PressPlay worthy or you should eject and move on. I'm your host, Brian Clevenger, and we've got a packed episode for you today. Alchemy, adventure, and an open world. The Atelier series is taking a bold new step with AtelierYumia. But does it work, or does it lose its magic? Plus we go fast with Sonic Generations. Is this blast from the past still worth your time? And if you're looking for your next game without breaking the bank, we've got the best deals in our bargain bin. So grab your controller, settle in, and let's press play. The Atelier series has long been a staple of the RPG genre, blending alchemy, adventure, and heartfelt storytelling. With AtelierYumia, the Alchemist of Memories, and the Vision Land, Gus takes the franchise into a new open-world direction, offering players a fresh experience while maintaining the signature charm that has defined the series for over 2 decades. From its engaging alchemy system to its rich exploration and smooth combat, AtelierYumia presents an exciting journey that both longtime fans and newcomers can enjoy. But does it truly live up to the expectation? Let's dive in and find out. Japanese developer Gus has launched the latest entry in the long-running Atelier franchise, which spans 27 games across 10 distinct series over its 27 years history. AtelierYumia, The Alchemist Memories, and The Vision Land was released on March 21st for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Ahead of its launch, a playable demo was made available on March 17th. Allowing players to experience the prologue and the early sections of the main story, the demo peaked at 6,000 concurrent players before the game's official release. The Atelier series, developed by Gus since 1997, is a long-running RPG franchise primarily released on PlayStation consoles, with consistent release for Windows since 2015 and the Nintendo Switch since 2017. Initially exclusive to Japan and Asia, the series has been released worldwide since 2005, with new titles launching almost annually. The franchise revolves around alchemy, with gameplay centered around gathering, crafting, and refining materials to progress. Notably, most games in the series features female protagonists, a rarity among Japanese RPG franchises. As of August 2023, the series has sold over 7.5 million units worldwide. Beyond gaming, Atelier has expanded into manga and anime. Several titles including Atelier Marie and Ellie, Atelier Eska and Lagi, Atelier Rorona, and AtelierYumia have received manga adaptations. Atelier Eska and Lagi was also adapted into a 12-episode anime in 2014, while AtelierYumia received an anime series by Leiden Films in 2023. The game opens with a prologue set in the future, serving as a tutorial for the game's controls and mechanics. Players take on the role of Yumia Liasfilt, a practitioner of forbidden alchemy, learning how to battle, dodge, and navigate the environment. After escaping the area, Yumia encounters a mysterious wolf-like man and a hooded figure, both seemingly invincible. In the present day, Yumia joins the Aladdis research team, alongside Victor Van Deur and his sister, Isla Van Deur. Early on, Yumia shows her atelier that was a workshop left behind by its previous owner. Her journey takes her to the remnants of the Aladisian Empire, a once thriving civilization now in ruins after a devastating cataclysm. You are tasked with venturing into the Mana Bound, a dangerous area that drains your mana and weakens you. However, you can replenish your mana using Estelia flowers, which are scattered throughout the land. Your mission is to reach the lighthouse, the source of the Mana Bound's effects. Others have avoided this task because only an alchemist has the ability to restore the area. Upon reviving it, the lighthouse transforms into a new base of operation. The combat feels smooth, as does the crafting system. Crafting plays a crucial role, allowing the main character to create abilities, weapons, and tools for herself and her companions. As you explore the land, you'll gather various materials and crafting essential tools to aid in alchemy, resource gathering, and combat. Your companions can also split into groups and take on other monsters while you engage in battle. Base building is also a key feature, though object placement can feel slightly clunky. Despite that, the system is well designed, allowing for customization with decorations that enhance both the aesthetic and functional aspect of your base. Decorations are even tied to the Pioneering List, a series of optional objectives that unlock as you advance through the main story. There's still plenty more to explore, but so far, the experience has been engaging and rewarding. AtelierYumia is such a fun experience, and with it being open world, I believe there's a lot more to experience, with me always being distracted by the question marks on the map. That makes me want to explore the area. With Metacritic giving it an 81, I would give it a 9 out of 10. So should you press play? I would say absolutely, if you love a great RPG. Sonic Generations, released in 2011, combines classic side-scrolling gameplay with modern 3D mechanics, reimagining iconic levels from previous titles. This unique blend allows players to experience Sonic's evolution firsthand, switching between classic Sonic's tight platforming and modern Sonic's high-speed boost-heavy action. And in 2024, Sega expanded on this concept with Sonic X Shadow Generations, a bundle featuring a remastered version of the Sonic Generations alongside Shadow Generations, a brand new campaign starring Shadow the Hedgehog. This edition brings fresh content to longtime fans and introduces a new way to experience one of Sonic's most iconic rival characters. The remastered Sonic Generations continues to showcase redesigned levels from earlier titles, now with enhanced visuals and performance improvement. Meanwhile, Sonic Generations introduces a parallel storyline, allowing players to control Shadow through reimagined stages from past games, blending side-scrolling and 3D gameplay while incorporating his unique Chaos abilities. At its core, Sonic Generations is a celebration of the franchise, weaving together different eras of Sonic into one cohesive experience. The story follows Sonic as he is pulled into a mysterious white void where time itself is collapsing. After meeting his past self, Classic Sonic, the two must restore history by racing through iconic levels from the past. Along the way, they rescue Sonic's friends and uncover the mastermind behind the time distortion, Dr. Eggman, and his younger self, Classic Dr. Robotnik. The duo has harnessed the power of the Time Eater to rewrite history in their favor, attempting to erase Sonic victories from existence. In the final showdown, both Sonics transform into Super Sonic to defeat the Time Eater, restore the timeline, and return to their own eras. While Sonic Generations delivers on its nostalgic appeal and fast-paced action, it isn't without its flaws. The camera angle, particularly in the modern Sonic stages, can feel too close, making it difficult to react to objects at high speeds. The button inputs often feel unresponsive, especially during precise platforming sections, while it can be frustrating in levels that demand accuracy. Additionally, navigating the course can feel confusing as the game lacks clear direction or visual cues, making some paths harder to follow than they should be. This often turns gameplay into a process of trial and error, requiring repeated attempts to understand the level design and adjust accordingly. That being said, the game does offer plenty of enjoyable moments. The challenge stages provide varied gameplay mechanics, encouraging players to approach levels differently. Completing at least one challenge is required to unlock one of the 3 keys needed for the boss room, adding a layer of replayability. The boss battles themselves are a highlight, featuring intense, well-designed encounters with memorable callbacks to past Sonic games. One area where Sonic Generations truly shine is its soundtrack. Sonic games are known for the incredible music, and this game is no exception. Featuring remixed versions of classic tracks, the music enhances the experience and fuels the adrenaline-pumping gameplay. One standout track is Escape from the City, originally from Sonic Adventures 2, which remains a fan favorite with the energetic rock vibe and catchy melody. Other highlights include remixed versions of Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, and Rooftop Run, each bringing a fresh take on the iconic Sonic tunes. In the end, Sonic Generations is a game that captures the essence of Sonic legacy, blending the best of classic and modern gameplay into a single adventure. While flaws in the camera, controls, and level design may detract from the experience, the variety of challenges, boss fights, and amazing soundtrack still make it a memorable entry in the franchise. With Sonic X Shadow Generations expanding on the formula in 2024, both longtime fans and newcomers have another reason to revisit this high-speed adventure. With all that being said, I have to give this game a 6 out of 10, primarily due to the controller input issues and some frustrating level design choices. While it has its moment of brilliance, the unpolished mechanics hold it back from being a truly great Sonic game. So, should you press play? Maybe. If you're a die-hard Sonic fan, it's worth experiencing. But its tight controls and precision gameplay are a priority for you, this one might leave you feeling a bit more frustrated. Have you ever beaten a game and wish there was more to do? Some games offer a new game plus mode allowing players to replay with their unlocked items and abilities. However, not all games have this option. Instead, Players find different ways to extend their experience, whether by attempting speed runs to finish the game as quickly as possible, going for the full completionist run to collect everything, or setting unique self-imposed challenges. If a game starts to feel repetitive, challenges can make it more engaging. For example, in Undertale, players have an option to distinct playstyles like the Genocide Run, where they defeat every enemy, and the Pacifist Run, where they avoid combat and befriend everyone. These runs aren't mandatory, but they offer fresh ways to experience the game. In Pokemon, players often take on Nuzlocke runs to add an extra layer of challenge. The core rules of a Nuzlocke are designed to make the game more difficult and emotionally impactful. Players must catch only the first Pokemon they encounter on each route. If they fail to catch it on the feints, they lose their chance of that area. Additionally, if the Pokemon faints in battle, it is considered dead and must be released, preventing its use for the rest of the game. There are some optional rules to adjust the challenge. For example, if a player encounters a duplicate Pokemon in a new area, they are allowed to retry for a different one. Another common rule permits players to catch and keep shiny Pokemon, regardless of standard encounter restrictions. These variations allow for some flexibility while maintaining the challenge and unpredictability of the Nuzlocke experience. Other gaming challenges can include no-hit runs, where players must complete a game without taking damage. If they get hit, they restart from the beginning. This type of challenge is popular in games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Another example is playing Final Fantasy using only white mages, pushing strategy and resource management to the limit. Whether you can come up with your own challenge or find inspiration online, the possibilities are endless. For instance, Twitch streamer Miss Mika took things in the next level by defeating Milena in Elden Ring using a dance pad. She even went a step further, conquering all the bosses along the way while staying at level 1. Here's the recent gaming news from the industry. Nintendo's lawsuit against Palworld developer Pocket Pair for an alleged patent infringement came as a shock, especially given the timing. According to Pocket Pair's communication director and publishing manager John Buckley, the team has conducted legal checks in Japan before release and never considered patent issues to be a concern. However, despite clearing those checks, the lawsuit was filed, leaving the developers blindsided. During a game developer conference panel, Buckley discusses the hardship Palworld has faced, from false accusations of using AI-generated creature designs to direct threats against the team. The lawsuit added another layer of difficulty, coming at a time when Pocket Pair was preparing for a major milestone, including a PlayStation release and an appearance at the Tokyo Game Show. The unexpected legal battle forced the company to scale back plans and even hire security for their safety. Recent Palworld updates appear to have adjusted some game mechanics, possibly in response to patents involved in the lawsuit. Meanwhile, Nintendo has also pursued a US patent outside of the ongoing Japan lawsuit, raising further speculation about its legal strategy. As the case unfolds, Pocket Pair continues to navigate the challenge brought on by the controversy. Kitai Takahashi, the creator of Katamari Damacy, has revealed he has left Bandai Namco in 2010 after 11 years with the company, citing his desire to work with a more diverse group of developers. Takahashi explained that he didn't want to be limited to working with only Japanese people and wanted to collaborate with creators from all over the world. He emphasized that sharing skills and experiences with international developers would allow him to gain new ideas and perspective, which he believes are crucial for creating innovative games. In an interview with GameSpark, Takahashi highlighted how cultural differences can impact game development. He shared an example of how the Japanese customs of changing shoes in schools was difficult to explain to international collaborators. He noted that understanding different customs and cultural expectations, like American schools lack the shoe cupboards, is important when making games that resonate with global audience. Takahashi also acknowledged that his lack of knowledge about American school culture meant he had to rely on Japanese elements in his game. Looking to the future, Takahashi expressed his commitment to creating games that he personally enjoys and feels satisfied with, without being overly concerned about the target audience. His new project, 2AT, will be released on May 28th for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X, including Xbox Game Pass. Fans of Katamari Damacy will also be excited to know that a new entry in the series, Katamari Damacy Rolling Live, is set to launch on Apple Arcade on April 3rd. This new game will be the first original title series in nearly 8 years, continue the familiar gameplay of rolling the Katamari to roll, stick, and grow while pleasing the king of all cosmos. The Entertainment Software Association has announced the launch of an accessible game initiative, a new cross-industry effort designed to provide clear and accessible information about the accessibility features available in video games. The initiative unveiled at a game developer conference is a collaboration between leading companies such as Electronic Arts, Google, Microsoft, Nintendo of America, and Ubisoft. Its goal is to make it easier for consumers, including players with disabilities, parents, and teachers, to understand the accessibility feature of a game before making a purchase. The initiative will use a set of 24 standardized tags to clearly define these features, such as clear text, large subtitles, narrative menus, stick inversion, and the ability to save at any point, among others. The Accessible Games Initiative aims to help break down barriers for millions of Americans with disabilities, who often face challenges when trying to enjoy video games. ESA President and CEO Stanley Pierre-Louis highlighted the initiative's potential to bring more people into the world of gaming, demonstrating the power of collaboration and making the gaming experience more inclusive. The initiative was developed with input from players with disabilities, accessibility advocacy groups, and game development teams, ensuring that the tags are based on real-world feedback. These tags will appear on participating companies' digital storefronts, product pages, and catalogs, helping players and consumers make more informed decisions. As the initiative grows, more companies are excited to join, with additional firms like Amazon Games, Riot Games, Square Enix, and Warner Bros. Games are already on board. The ESA will manage the initiative and work with developers to refine and expand the tags over time. The tags will be launched in the US, with plans to evolve and introduce new tags as feedback is gathered and new technology emerges. Although the use of these tags is voluntary, they are designed to be a helpful resource for developers and players alike, fostering a more accessible and inclusive gaming environment. For more information, the public can visit the accessiblegames.com to explore the full list of tags and their definitions. Gaming never slows down, and there's always something new on the horizon. Whether you're looking for your next big adventure or a fresh multiplayer experience, here are the most exciting upcoming releases you'll want to keep on your radar. Coming out on March 27 is a nuclear disaster that has left an area of Britain in tatters. Atomfall, a new survival action game, will see you explore, scavenge, craft, barter, and fight your way through beautifully recreated scenery in search of answers. The 2016 game is back, but now in VR. Play as Agent 47 with a new feature to dual wield. The whole campaign is accessible in VR only on PSVR 2 on March 27th. The first Berserker Kazan is a hardcore action role-playing game. The player will play Kazan, the great general of Pelos Empire, will overcome death and set out to reveal the incident that led to his downfall and seek vengeance on his enemies. Releasing on March 27th. Guide a small ghost and its bubble through an enchanted castle full of dangers and challenges, an incredible remake of the popular classic Bubble Ghost. With over 40 levels of skill that includes ingenious puzzles and challenging obstacles. Get ready for hours of addictive gameplay, releasing on March 27th. Every life becomes a story. Create your unique story by controlling and observing the lives of Zoids. Customize characters and build houses using Zoids' easy-to-use tools to live the life of your dreams and experience the different emotions of life created by its deep and detailed simulation. Releasing on March 28th. Great games don't have to come with a big price tag. Whether you're hunting for hidden gems or scoring big savings, we've searched the bargain bin for the best deals, and you can grab right now. Over on the Xbox, Call of Duty franchise is up to 67% off. Black Ops 6 is now $48.99, was $69.99, with titles and DLC on sale. Lowest price being $9.99. Sale ends on March 31st. Publisher Square Enix is now running a sale up to 60% off, with many deals in popular series such as Final Fantasy, including the MMO, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, Life is Strange, Octopath Traveler, as well as many other titles. This sale ends on March 31st. Over on the PlayStation, Phasmophobia is now on sale for $14.99, down from its original price of $19.99. Along with the discount, the game is available to play in PSVR 2. The sale runs until March 27th. Just Dance 2025 is currently 50% off, available for $24.99, originally $49.99. The sale ends on March 27th. Over on the Nintendo Switch store, Monster Hunter titles are now on sale. You can play Monster Hunter Rise for now $9.99, as well as Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for $9.99, and you can play Monster Hunter Stories at $19.99. Sale ends on March 31st. The Great Ace Attorney is on sale for $15.99, as well as Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is now at $9.99, and you can pick these two titles now before the sale ends on March 31st. Red Dead games are now on sale on the PC, and you can play Red Dead Redemption for $39.99 and Red Dead Online for $9.99. You can play both of them now before the sale ends on April 3rd. Valheim, the Viking survival game, is now on sale for $9.99. You are able to battle, build, and conquer your way to Odin's patronage. Get it now before the sale ends on March 31st. That's a wrap for today's show. We've covered everything from RPG alchemy to Sonic high-speed chaos, and there's still so much more to explore. Whether you're crafting, speedrunning, or just looking for a new challenge, there's always something new to press play on. Don't forget to check out the latest bargains and upcoming releases. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep playing, keep exploring, and as always, press play. If you want to talk about today's game or other games, join our Discord. You can meet other gamers, share your thoughts, and maybe even team up with some epic gameplay. See you there!